I ended up overdosing. I was in this little teeny tiny town in the middle of nowhere. They put me in an ambulance to the next town that's about 45 miles away. And I didn't want any help. I didn't want nothing to do with these paramedics. So I just kept fighting them off, ripping the IV out. Finally, they just washed their hands of me and they're like, all right, you're gonna die before you get to this next town. I blacked out and then I came to, my dad and my brother were standing over me. They put me in a psych ward for 3 days to monitor me, make sure I wasn't suicidal. After that, I still just felt lost. I felt like I didn't belong anywhere. I found myself at this AA meeting at this church, and I remember feeling this feeling deep down inside of me that one day I was gonna rap about God. And I thought that was the most stupidest thing I've ever heard. Nobody does that, that's not gonna happen. A few months later, I was still battling with drugs, trying to find myself. I ended up coming back to Washington to live with my mom. She dropped me off at this church who was doing this hip hop concert. And I was like, this is kind of cool. So I go there and Pastor Beth ended up leading me through the sinner's prayer. And that ended up starting to slowly change my life. I was listening to this Christian hip hop album that I had got, and I was enjoying it. I decided that night I'm gonna give my life to Jesus. And I was done with the drugs. When I was listening to music, I remember feeling this feeling to go upstairs to my mom's room. And I went up there and her boyfriend had a pillow over her face. I got there just before she was about to go. I got him off of her and I got her out of the house. I started coming to the church every week. I came to their services, I came to their discipleship program, and I really just started learning and just digging into God. I eventually started to rap about God. I went to prisons, juvenile centers, and it's all because I felt loved and accepted. No matter what you've been through, there's a place for you at the table.